Hi, I'm Lynn Hong, and today I've returned to the Mission Warren Area Improvement Site in southern Fremont to discuss some of the significant changes that have occurred. Joining me once again is resident engineer Steve Patterson. Steve, can you talk a little bit about what has occurred since our last visit?
Recently, we've reached a significant milestone where we've switched the Union Pacific Railroad traffic to the new bridge over Mission Boulevard and Warren Avenue. By making the switch to the new bridge, we can now demolish the old bridge over Mission Boulevard and then begin the work to widen Mission Boulevard and construct the Cato ramps to and from Mission Boulevard. Once the BART structure is complete, we can remove the temporary timber supports used to construct it. Then that will allow a switch in the traffic pattern where we push the traffic back towards the middle of the road so we can work on the outside of the road for the future and final roadway.
Steve, let's talk a little bit about the history of the Mission Warren Area Improvements Project. It was about a decade ago when IA-80 Mission Boulevard interchange improvements were under development, at which time they determined that Mission Boulevard, at least a segment of it, could not be widened due to the Union Pacific Railroad underpass structure not being long enough to accommodate the widening. VTA was in the process of purchasing the Union Pacific Railroad right-of-way for a future construction corridor, which eventually became BART Silicon Valley. The city of Fremont was also looking into grade separating Warren Avenue. It became clear that in order to achieve their goals, they had to combine efforts in what is known as the Mission Warren Area Improvements Project today. So truly, the project is an interagency coordination effort. Steve, talk a little bit about how it's progressed.
With the recent switch of the main line for the Union Pacific Railroad train traffic, it now allows us to continue our excavation work of the Warren Avenue to create the grade separation, where we separate the roadway of Warren Avenue from the train traffic of Union Pacific Railroad and the future BART trains. The project intended to improve the safety for the traveling public, not only for Warren Avenue but also Mission Boulevard. So those of us who work out here day to day, we appreciate the patience of the traveling public as we inconvenience their daily trips.
Thank you, Steve, for that update about the Mission Warren Area Improvements Project. And thank you for joining us for this edition of BART Silicon Valley YouTube. Be sure to join us next time for the latest about BART Silicon Valley and the Berryessa Extension Project.